Hey everyone, this is the Millionaire Hippies podcast with your host, Shikha, where we chat about spirituality, business, and health. We all want to live self-actualizing, fulfilling lives with joy, prosperity, and gratitude. Let's go on this beautiful journey together.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another session of my podcast, The Millionaire Hippie. My name is Shikha, and I'm so grateful that you guys are taking the time out of your busy schedules to listen to me. I truly appreciate it. In today's session, I wanted to speak to you guys about finding your true voice. Just to give you a little bit of background, I am an absolute hippie. I love music festivals. I'm very bohemian. I like to wear feathers. I love to go around drum circles. Just name something and, probably that's hippie-ish, and probably I love to do it. But it's not just the doing part. I also believe in the spirituality of it. I'm an extremely spiritual person. I believe that the universe is sending me signals. I believe, I believe in the existence of fairies and unicorns, like ethereal items like that. I'm that kind of person. But for the longest time, I hid that side from everyone that was around me. I believe that in order to be the person as a public figure or in the spotlight, I had to become someone else. I believe that I had to behave like someone else. So it might have been someone like who's a little more sophisticated than me, maybe, or a little bit more chicer, or a little bit more less hippie-ish, maybe, a little bit more, solid and grounded, like the people that I was surrounded by mostly. My parents and my family are very solid, very grounded, very mature individuals, whereas I'm on the other end of the spectrum, very spontaneous, very impulsive, very ethereal, very airy. So I believe that in order to be successful, I had to start becoming like those individuals that I was surrounded by, that I saw on television. Those people who are very solid. They're grounded. They're stable. All of those things that I could not aspire to be on my best days, and I believe that was a fault of mine. So in all of those things, I tried to be someone else, and I failed miserably. I tried for the longest time. I tried for 3 decades to be someone else, and I always hit a roadblock. I would try and try and try, and it just became so hard because it truly is mentally exhausting to be someone that you are not, right? You're playing a game all day long. The only time I could be myself was when I was on my own, in my apartment or in my room, and finally I could let the masks fall and I could just relax and be myself. But that was a very minimal amount of time, and so that exhausted me, and I would always hit roadblocks in the fact that I would always want to give up on that path that I'd taken because it was not a true path for me. It was not who I truly was. So once I started speaking to a bunch of people online who were like me, who were part of my tribe, thank God I found them, I realized more and more so that these people loved me for who I was. My family loves me for who I am as well, but they do criticize me occasionally, or they do have a hard time believing in me sometimes. But these individuals, they loved me unconditionally, and they believed in every single thing I said. If I got up in the morning and I had a dream and I said, oh, this dream is telling me to go do something, they would not blink an eye. They'd be like, yeah, you know what, you're right, go ahead. Go move to Chiang Mai and start your business there because that's what your dream is telling you to do. So once I found my tribe, and that's why I harp on the fact that you guys need to find your tribe, you need to find your community, because as soon as you find the people that you're meant to be around, the kind of people who are like you realize, first of all, that you're not alone, and then you'll be able to get feedback from these people, because these people are on the same path as you. They've been on the same path as you maybe for a long time, and they're maybe further ahead on the path as you, so then they'll be able to give you advice on what you're going to be dealing with and what kind of roadblocks you'll be dealing with and how to overcome them. So once I found my tribe and I realized that I am accepted for who I am, as I am, no masks needed, I realized that it's so much easier to not play that role anymore, that role that is not suited to my personality at all, that role of being a stable, grounded, non-impulsive person. A person that doesn't believe in fairies, doesn't believe in the universe sending signals, doesn't believe in coincidences or things like that. I mean, I wanted to stop being that person who I was not anymore. I wanted to stop playing that role. And as soon as I stopped and started being who I was on a daily basis around everyone I knew, without playing any roles, first of all, it was so relaxing. I didn't have to think about what role I was playing anymore, and I could just relax and be myself. But more so, I realized slowly that people, once they found out who I truly was, people actually did love me for who I am, as I am, without any masks. And that's a little bit scary, right? I mean, for the longest time, for 3 years, for 30 decades, I mean, 30 years, I played this role and I was not accepted. I had a hard time, fitting in, or I fit in, but not really truly as myself. And all of a sudden, I play the role that I am who I am, and I don't put any masks on, or I don't put on any roles. And all of a sudden, everyone accepts me as I am. And it was instantaneous almost. I started meeting so many people who saw me as I am, truly as I am, deep within, and I did not need to put on any roles for them. I did not need to put on any masks. And all of a sudden, my life became so much more relaxing and so much more authentic. As soon as I became authentic, not only in my interactions with the people around me, the people I cared about, trusted, but strangers, acquaintances, clients, customers, random people that I meet on the street. As soon as I started being more authentic with everyone around me, everything, as if everything was just perfect, everything just fell into place. The universe started giving me more and more and more signals that I was on the right path. It started sending me so much abundance, started sending me all of these amazing individuals, amazing events, amazing, ideas that I did not receive in such a flurry of activity before. I mean, I received 2 or 3 amazing ideas, amazing people, or things like that every single day now. Every single day that I live is filled with miracles and joy and abundance. And I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to sell you something. This is who I am and what I'm living right now. So I want you guys to experience this because I'm experiencing it right now. It's just a magical place to live in. It's the kind of place where unicorns and fairies can exist because it's not just this physical world that I occupy anymore. It's this ethereal, magical world. And I want you guys to be able to experience that because once you do experience it, once you're authentic in all of your interactions with everyone around you, all of a sudden, all of these doors are going to open for you. All of these miracles are going to happen for you, and your life is absolutely going to change. And one of the things, first thing, obviously, is to find your tribe so that you're not alone anymore. The second thing is to truly find out who you are. The problem is that we spend so much of our time playing these roles, putting on these masks, being someone other than who we are, that when we actually want to be our true self, it's as if we don't know who we are. We don't know who we truly are. We don't know what part of us is actually the true part and what part of us is the made up part. Because once you play the role for so long, you become that part, you become that role. So meditation, as I say for everything, is the key to that. Meditation helps you see your true self within yourself as you are, without any masks. The thing about meditation is that as soon as you become silent and still, without movement, without music, without words, without anything around you, as soon as you're still and you close your eyes and you see within yourself, all of a sudden you'll see this little person inside of you, that person who is your true self. And I call it the little person because I see this little girl sitting inside of me, this little child who's just so happy, so joyous, so loving, so kind, and this person who just wants to be friends with everyone, who wants to dance, who wants to love everyone, who wants to be, that person who spreads joy to the world and who wants to grow. And so I see this individual and I love her. And the more I see her, the more I want to be like her, the more I want to be her. It's basically me, but in the essential true sense. I mean, that sense where there is nothing around. There's nothing except for me. And it's just this, I don't know how to explain it. I'm going to try and do a good job of it in the future podcasts. But I want you guys to experience it. I want you guys to think about this meditation and see yourself as you truly are, because that is when all the magical things happen. So I hope that this podcast helped you. Again, my name is Boom Shikha. And if you guys are interested, you can join my free Facebook group, The Millionaire Hippie. If not, I'll talk to you guys the next time around. I always look forward to comments from you guys. So if you guys are interested, you can message me anytime you want at boomshikha@themillionairehippie.com. Ciao for now. I'll talk to you guys soon.